Morning, good morning, good morning. Put a little good morning in the chat. How is everybody today? How is everybody today? Let's get over in this Discord. Yeah, let's get over in this Alpha Trading Discord real quick. Where are we at? There we go. Too many damn Discords. Too many Discords. Yes, I want to share my screen for all these lovely folks. There we go. There we go. All right. What do we got on here? First off, before we jump into SPY pre-market, let me get over here on Bitcoin real quick. Let's see here. Did Bitcoin hit our target? What do you think? What do you think? Of course it did. It always does. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back over here. Let's see, BTC. Where was it? I know it's there. Let's creep left. There's that nasty little wick. There we go. So, there we go. 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time yesterday. Drop down. You see, right? You see this red cross line right here? This was our target, 27.1. What did it get down to? About 27.2. Yeah, about 27.225. Is that a test of the new monthly price action volatility range? Yes. Did the bulls like it? Sure did. Where'd it bounce to? Immediately bounced right up to the center of the weekly. All right, let me drag this down a little bit. Now, we open up the new day, tight daily range. Bears tried to push it down. Bulls are in control of Bitcoin right now. Bulls are in control of Bitcoin right now. So now that we tested the top of that monthly range, can there be some more downside? Of course there can. But we're going to look in the charts. All right, we're going to see if there's any div. Let's see if there's any div building. And of course, right, on these macro time frames, now when I talk macro, daily, hell, daily's definitely macro to me, right? I'm down here. Low time frames to me are below 15 minute. People are calling 4-hour time frame, low time frames and stuff. Yeah, not to me. Hell, it's a macro time frame. Just part of my workflow, right? Just part of the workflow. But up here, daily and above, right? We got the daily, the 2-day, 3-day, yeah, weekly, all outside the power mean band, right? Usually you're going to get a test on one of these wave trends. You don't have to, though, right? You don't have to. You can ride the power mean band to the top side. So if we go to the daily here, right, Bitcoin price action went sideways. Why? Because returns mean revert, right? Returns mean revert. When we have mean reversion, look, the mean is always moving. It doesn't mean that a price has to pump hard or dump hard to mean revert following the returns, right? No, it can go sideways. It can go sideways while those means catch up to price action. So you can't have a mean reversion like this. Now, would I feel more comfortable when the wave trend gets tested again? Yeah, right now it's above 25K, 25,250. I have a feeling here that we got a move coming on Bitcoin. It's probably going to pull this wave trend up really higher, right? It's kind of flat right now. Really hasn't started to ascend hard. Let me see here. Yeah, who do we got in here? Good. Jeff and Yasha. Perfect. Perfect. Hello, Stepstones. My protector. I'm sure we're not going to talk about it. All right, let's see here. So, volatility's crashed too, right? On the daily, on the 525 line. Yes. Let's see here. What else here?
Sorry. Hey, man. How you doing?
What's happening?
Hey, folks. Good to see you.
You can't see me.
No, I said, hey, folks. Good to see you.
I didn't understand you, apparently. It's okay. We're having crazy weather here. Goes from literally 30 degrees a couple days ago. Yesterday was 82. Now it's cold again. Just like, okay. Apparently, the seasons are a little screwed up. That's all good. Yeah, it's a little chilly this morning, man. After yesterday, I was out in shorts.
Just in time for the big bull run.
Big bull run. Yes, sir. Big bull run indeed. So we gotta watch Bitcoin here, because the bulls are pushing hard, and you can see on the weekly. I mean, there was some bear divs setting up, right? Now during this bear market, you get a macro time frame up here, daily, 2-day, 3-day. You know, the weekly in the past when we have those little pumps, and when it set up bear div, it was positively correlated. This is negatively correlated right now. That's why we're not seeing a big dump, right? Look at the fishers on the weekly, and these bands are tight. The volatility bands are tight on the fisher. They are all up and in lockstep, as I like to call it. You got volatility contracting on the weekly. It's starting to slope negative. That's exactly what you want to see. Still trending, right? Still trending. Man, oh man. Let me see on the 5-day real quick. Still trending on the 5-day. Volatility contracting, negatively correlated. Beautiful thing. That's what you want to see. So we got the fisher up here. Let's see on the 5-day. Where's that at on the weekly? Charts are loading quick today, man. 41.6. 41.6. Is that a good target? I'll tell you what, I'm going to be honest. While these macro time frame, while these power mean bands flip up, right? While waiting for this wave trend, we've got the 99 log MA as well. We need these things to turn up hard, right? Because you're not going to get too far away from these power means without those returns mean reverting. And that's exactly what happened over here when we tested the monthly, right? You test that monthly range. So where is it? Well, let's find out. Let's see where this 4-hour wick went to. Let's see where this little 4-hour wick went to. As I just give you props for loading quickly. Come on. Let's go. And as soon as I'm done looking at BTC here, we're going to go right to SPY. It's doing exactly what I thought it was going to do. Well, of course. Why? Because I'm reading the VEPS, man. Reading the VEPS. I don't have a crystal ball. So yeah, you got to wick down through the 99 length log MA, pulled right back up. Where to? Right back to the top of the power mean band. Waiting on this 4-hour to flip. Totally bullish. It is on top of the wave trend. Fisher. Man, this thing actually, let's see. We are, though, low time frame or low length volatility read. Now we're expanding negatively correlated. Let me see here. Let's pull this up. Excuse me. Let's pull this up first and make sure. Sometimes 981 again. Is it contracting? Yeah, 981 contracting hard. They are all contracting. Let's see here. Or no, sorry, 525 expanding. So you got the 981 length, 2400 length. They are definitely, sorry, goddamn, where is this? Come on. We need to move this up. I need a better way to flip between days. Let's see here. We're going to be negatively or positively correlated. Negative, that's exactly what you want to see on the 981, 2400. Positive. So you got the 981 saying up, got the other two saying down. 981 is pretty strong. But yeah, sideways, it's exactly what we're doing right now. Let's see here. Let me throw this back on 1. You can see it, right? Look at the price action on the 4-hour. Let me see. We setting up any div? No, we're not. No hidden. No bear or any kind. And all the fishers are back up on the 4-hour. They actually look good. Total random walk this whole time. Last trend we had on the 4-hour was this move back on March 29th. March 29th, last 4-hour trending move, right? It's and you can always bet it's going to be on volatility expansion, right? And you can see the correlation was positive. There you go, right to the top side. Let me see. Yep, random walk. Boom, 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 boom. Starting to have another outlier on BTC. Yes, we are indeed. Let's see where this is at on the 33. Trading View really hates this time frame. Really hates this time frame. Sometimes indicators won't even populate. That's okay. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, we had some hidden. Outside the power mean band, that is okay. Look what happened last time though, right? Didn't close a 15-minute candle above the fisher. Didn't close a 15-minute candle above the Fisher. This is when you get some pumps right here, man. Let me see here. It's back a little more. She's starting to move too. Definitely had some hidden. A lot of hidden bull. All the way back from the bottom of the data set right here. Returns oscillators have been doing nothing but setting in lower lows. Right? Lower lows. You know what? Yeah. I mean, to tell you the truth, man, that was like a few stabs of some weak bull that definitely turned into that created some strong hidden for sure. You can see it on this 33-minute candle. It's pumping. It is pumping. These fishers are kind of blown out right now, though. Let's see what this volatility is doing. Trending for sure. Volatility. Look, the volatility is starting to expand. The other links are. Let's see what we're going to get here right before pre-market. I'm going to take a little peek at these other two. What I'm going to start doing, I'm just going to populate all three so I don't have to go through this. It's okay. That's what you can do on this. You can populate all three correlations for all three lengths of volatility if you want. Just takes up a lot of room. So what do I want to see here? I want to see some expansion here. I want to see some positive correlation. 981, not getting it yet. That correlation's broke several times, though. It's fluid. The floor is lava. 2400 expanding, positively correlated. Strong. Strong. It's what you want to see. And you can see the 525. Yeah, this little correlation break like down here. We're gonna have to let this other market open up. Everything's starting to cross up the Fisher, though. I'm telling you right now, if you see this wave trend, these log MAs cross up this Fisher, its power mean band totally flipped today during on this 33-minute time frame. Look out. So where's the target? Well, I don't know. Let's go over here, man. Let's check it out. So we're above the weekly volatility range. We have a tight daily. Okay, we have a tight daily. The tight daily is saying trend. The first resistance level for the new weekly volatility range is about 29.4. Remember last week, the top side of that volatility range was at 29K. So yeah, it's moved up significantly. Let's see this week. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The second was going to be up above 30. It is 30.6. We're probably talking about 30. Yep, 32. 32K up here. And here is the monthly. Let's see, 30. Yeah, almost 32. Let me see. Here's there another monthly, or is that S3? Come on. Nope, there it is. There it is. What's that up there? 35.3. Pretty sure. Let me see. I'm pretty sure that is it. Yeah, let me scale this down. Oh, there's another one up there. 41.5. Yep, and we already know. 41.5. Remember the Fisher? Let's go over there. Pull this back up. There we go. We're almost there. There you are, you beautiful little data set. Hello, Bitcoin. We love our Bitcoin. Yes, we do. And it's interesting, too, because a lot of people, right, they get bored with Bitcoin. Look, Bitcoin's not supposed to be fast, not supposed to be all fancy, bells and whistles. Bitcoin is the most secure blockchain. Like, we've got a lot of ordinal stuff going on right now. And people are used to, like, Solana, right? Everything just moving, snap. Get transactions in seconds, and everybody's complaining. I haven't got this. I haven't got that. What's taking so long? So you got to explain to them, hey, man, you got to sit back, right? Sit back and relax. Probably going to be about 45 minutes on average. Sometimes you get it quicker, right? Sometimes you get it quicker, but yeah, man, Bitcoin, it takes a while to transfer. And so, like a lot of the layer 2 stuff going on, and these ordinals, people being able to inscribe things onto the BTC blockchain forever. You cannot change them. I mean, there's people doing wild stuff. Wedding vows, right? I mean, it's just crazy, man. A lot of art, movies, all kinds of wild stuff. It gets expensive, though, right? It will get expensive depending on the kilobytes. How many kilobytes you're going to inscribe on that Satoshi. Let's see here. So, bringing the excitement back to Bitcoin. Yes, it is. A lot of people are getting hyped about it. So, I'm excited. I'm excited about it, man. We need some excitement in Bitcoin, right? Not just pumping, right? Let's bring in this utility, right? It's pretty cool, man. It really is. Yo, So
yeah, I'm an NFT user on Bitcoin, but in the text sense of that is what Bitcoin you can do with the notes and stuff when you add notes to Bitcoin transactions.
yeah.
No, they're literally non-fungible transactions, but this whole thing with the ordinals being inscribed and everything is pretty neat.
And I'm
So
trying so
yeah,
hard
that's
to
cool stuff.
change the like, I mean, because this is all brand new, but there's a culture being built, man. People are calling these things NFTs. They are not NFTs. They are the furthest thing from it. You can spend these things. People have already done it on accident. You have to be so freaking careful. But how many people even know what the hell an NFT really is to begin with, right? Not very many. People just don't
Yeah,
understand it.
there's only a couple million. There's only a couple million people who even own an NFT, if
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
So,
yeah. It's
yeah.
tiny, tiny, tiny. And so now, just to make it easier on people, everybody's calling these ordinals NFTs because the people that are already in NFT space, it's easier for them. But at the same time, I'm explaining to people, look, man, these people need to understand that they can spin these things. I mean, like one of the Nakamoto whales sold for 1 BTC the other day. Now it's on a rare sat. I mean, I can go through all that. The rare sats are the first sat of a block. There's only been so many blocks in existence. The percentage of how many of these rare sats are is incredible. It's very low, very low, and that's one of the main reasons it sold for so much. But yeah, it's a brand new tech. It's just coming on the scenes. And I'm just trying to get everybody to understand how careful they need to be if you're going to spend. And here's another thing. The first thing these popped up, you know what? The first thing that popped in my head, because NFTs, right? They want your Solana, they want your Cardano, they want your Ethereum, whatever chain your NFTs are on. Now I'm like, oh shit, now they want my Bitcoin. It's a little harder, right? Have I bought any ordinals yet? No. I'm getting airdropped a bunch though. So yeah, it's just I'm not there. I'm not going to trade my BTC for JPEGs yet, man. It's just not going to happen.
There's only 783,000 Bitcoin blocks.
Yeah, so
currently.
that's all the rare sats. There's always like under 1 million.
Right. Yeah, it's under 1 million, and again, there's only there's 19.3 million Bitcoins that have been mined out of a possible 21 million.
Yep.
And the amount of blocks that will that are left to be mined, obviously, is dependent on the amount of Bitcoin left to mine and how many Bitcoin per block there are over the next 100 and something years. So
yeah,
we're at the very early stages here.
Very.
And yeah, it's still pretty rare. It's like less than 1 million blocks, basically.
Yeah, and the amount of satoshis that have been freaking created since the beginning of the chain there's not even a mathematical term for the number. It's ridiculous. So the percentage of these rare sats is very, 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 very low. Very, 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 very low. Because how many sats are in a block? Is it 1 million or 10 million? Something like that.
There's 1 million satoshis per Bitcoin.
Per Bitcoin, yeah. Okay, 1 million satoshis per Bitcoin.
3 million Bitcoin.
Okay. Gotcha. Good stuff. Let me see here. All right, that was just quick. I don't know. We jumped ship there for a sec.
Yeah. No. So the number. I mean, if you want to put a name to the number, there's 1.93 exponent to the 15th. Satoshis. It's a long number.
Made me sweat.
It's a long number.
Made me sweat. Right.
Yeah, it's like quadrillion, satoshis or whatever.
Yeah. A lot. Let's just say a lot.
Yes, a lot for sure.
Right. Okay, but so yeah, on BTC, yeah, this thing just right now, I'm gonna have to wait here. It's gonna be interesting today. But on the other side of the coin here, time is at 9:19. Perfect time to roll right into this. We got SPY. We got old SPY. Man, perfect little returns oscillator here, man. This thing's pretty damn clean. I mean, you got a little. No, you don't. Not yet. Look on the 4 hour, though. Here's what I'm kind of looking at. Got the 4 hour right here with some bear div. It is positively correlated. Look at the fissures. Look at the fissures on SPY on the 4 hour, man. When I talk about lockstep, man, these things are jamming. Dude, it doesn't get any better than this. You don't see it very often, but no wonder, right? No wonder. And this is like yesterday we were talking about. I was looking at 411 calls in the morning, 406 puts in the evening. Ain't we got fun? But anyway, man, did it ever, right? We run up to first target immediately, correct? Right here, I was looking at the charts. Everybody knows I didn't trade yesterday, so I was looking here. Here's what I'm looking for down here, about 404.73. This is the top side of the monthly. BTC already tested their top side of the monthly there. So got a good bounce here though. But look where SPY closed. Right at the first resistance level. Right, didn't close the 15-minute candle above that first resistance level. Went back up, tested it at the end of the day. I'm still looking for this area down here, right? Still looking for this area. Am I trading today? Sure am. Got that figured out. I don't know what the hell happened. Remember the issue I was having yesterday? Yeah, there was and be careful out there, folks. If you're using exchanges, right, or brokerages, or use a VPN. Use a VPN. I had a unauthorized login on my account. That's why they made it sell only. I was like, no shit. And they were like, yeah, yep. Had to talk with support. So they unlocked it for me just to make sure it was me. I think I was, I switched my VPN location or something. I'm like, thank you very much. Because you don't want somebody logging into your freaking account. Jeez, are you kidding me right now? So that's why they shut it down. Oh, it's back and active today, which is a good thing. I'm stoked. I am stoked. So let's see here. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, like in the title, is there a massive move incoming? Right. We saw the top side of the monthly range was up there at 41. It's up there at 41K. Let me go back to BTC real quick just to show that before I jump on the SPY. I almost did, didn't I? Ran away. There it is, 41.6. Top side of the monthly range and the fissure on the weekly are in the same area. Do I think this data set could go up there? There's a probability it could. It's all probabilities, man. It's all probabilities. And we're always going to give you both sides of that probability. And right now, dude, we are centered perfectly within the bottom side of the power mean band at 17.3 and the reverse fissure up here at 41.5 area. Is that a big range? Hell yeah, it's a big range. Massive. But that's the thing. Just like we go over here, throw BTC on the monthly. You want to see a big range. Let me turn off these RMLRs. Boom. And boom. There we go. Drag this down a little bit. And there we go. We got the 30. Pretty sure I got that set on 30. Let me check. I switch it off 33. Where are you? Yep, I got it on 30 right now. Match up with Yasha. Let's see. It's up here at about 36. Yeah, this thing's rising quickly, remember? Hell, a couple weeks ago it was down here under 35. Now this thing's up here at 36.6, and it is right on top. See this? 36,382, 36,509. The 30 length power mean is at 509. The first standard deviation on this monthly candle is at 36.3. Do I think that'll be a first stop? Yeah, I do. And it'll be interesting to see what happens up here, because then that fissure I was talking about, it's right below the 95.4 Laplace here on this new monthly. Yes, it is indeed. So I'm looking for that. Now, let me turn on, make sure this is at the 730. Where's the 30? Yep, that actually looks good. Let me turn on 7. You below? Yep. And you can see last month, right? When we had that pullback, went down to the first standard deviation. That's a little blue dot. It was right at the 7 length reverse mean of log returns. Pulled up hard. This was a leverage wrecker right here. I mean, you literally ran the first standard deviation, normal distribution. And when you're talking about a monthly, guys, I mean, we all know where that went to, right? That was 19.5 all the way to 29K. Ridiculous move. People got wrecked because they didn't take profits. That's all you got to do. And like, you know, people get it twisted. Like we got some guy coming in the chat. We don't care how you trade. You can trade however you want, right? Are we going to call out lagging indicators? For sure. Don't get butthurt about it though, Chief. Right? You can use whatever you want. We don't care. We have great P&Ls here. A lot of retail traders are on the other side of our trades. Number one, they're over leveraged. They're using lagging indicators. It just goes on and on and on and on. They don't take their profits, right? They don't limit their losses. And they're definitely emotionally attached to their trades. You can tell by Twitter posts and how they act in discords and everything else. They're out of their minds. Be calm. It's just money. Easy, right? Easy to say that. That's why all you got to do is limit your losses. Limit your losses. That's all you have to do. People don't realize that though. People do not realize that. You think these you think if one of these algos, right? You think if a better algorithm, right, gets a lesser algorithm in a bad position, do you think that algo is just going to sit in that trade? Man, dude, come on. There's a reason why these high frequency trading firm algorithms provide a lot of liquidity for these markets. They're not stupid. Who's stupid? A lot of stupid hedge funds out there. They get hedge funds getting liquidated every day. Every day. These are people that are supposed to know how to handle money, right? And invest money. And it's the farthest thing from it. It'd blow your mind. It would blow your mind. How some of these they're just horrible. They're horrible at what they do. Poor people. Yeah. This is why we try to tell people, learn this. Learn the VEPS, right? Be your own freaking hedge fund. Don't give somebody your money, man. I've never understood that. Obviously, people get bogged down with life. They don't have time, right? You're working a job. You're trying to survive. You're supporting your family, whatever your little gig is in this life. But when it comes to money, I'm going to be in control of it. I'm going to be my own bank. That's why I love cryptocurrency. That's why, in the end, everything usually funnels right back to crypto, right back into Bitcoin. I mean, I was at one of the family businesses the other day. I'm just surrounded by kids. It's ridiculous, right? I mean, I'm 53. I'm in one of these pizza shops, and the average age is probably 20. So it's like I'm older than most of their parents. But I'm in there, and everybody's just mulling around. This is before we open. I was like, so who's stacking Bitcoin? And everybody just looks at me. Half of them don't even know what it is, which I'm just like, wow, this is your guys' future, man. Nobody. I'm like, nobody's buying any Bitcoin. Hey, if anybody's interested, I can show you how to set up a wallet. It's not financial advice, but as a friend, I will show you how to start acquiring some Bitcoin. Nobody was interested, right? They're just all distracted, which that's how they want it. They don't want the younger generation buying crypto.
Stashing Doge?
Right. I saw Doge. As soon as I saw the tweet and the PFP change, I just started laughing. I was like, "Oh, there goes Doge." I still, I have not bought any Doge.
Bitcoin because maybe they think it's too expensive or whatever, or it's for old timers because they don't get it. But if they're stacking some other crypto, good. But if they're not stacking any, it's like, yeah, they unfortunately they don't teach financial responsibility in a lot of schools in the civilized world.
Yeah, we are still early.
Too bad. G8 really has a lot to learn from other places in the world where they actually teach financial management stuff, even to young kids.
Yeah, man. Yeah, there's a reason why I like him. Dude, the kids these days, you should start learning about finance in elementary school.
Yeah, literally, here they do.
I'm sure they do, man. Yep. And so what do most people do? Hate on that culture. It's like, why? Holy shit. It's just so really ridiculous, man. Yeah, right?
The dumbing down is the whole dumbing down culture, is just a horrible thing. And it's really affected America's ability to be the economic leader that it was, and then it built itself up to be. Yeah. And it's a real shame because you see more of that until that changes, if it does. And if it doesn't, well, we know how empires rise and fall.
Yeah.
typically have to do with their economy.
They rise quickly and fall hard. And everybody, I mean, people don't realize too. It's like United States, hey man, we're an infant. We are literally an infant. It's insanity.
That's the thing, and it could last a lot longer as a strong empire if only it would get its act together a little bit more. But sometimes empires come and go quicker. But the U.S. is so big and so blessed with so many wonderful natural resources, starting from the human beings to the things in the ground, that honestly, I'm not that much of a pessimist. Even though it seems like, oh God, everything's going to heck in a handbasket, it might. But there's also so many damn smart people over there. That I think, or over in the U.S., that I think that it's there's a strong probability that it will pull itself out, and head for some good times again. Like empires do not necessarily just go up and then directly down in a straight arc, right? Like look at Rome, lasted for practically thousands of years. Look at ancient Greece, lasted for thousands of years. They didn't just go up and then straight down. They went up and down and up and down and up and down until they fell. Right. And it took them a long time. So there's hope yet, right? Even the British Empire, which is a more recent version of an empire, they also had peaks and valleys when they were riding at the top of the empire game. So and the French as well. They didn't just go up and down. So I don't think the U.S. is necessarily just going to go straight down from its peak and never recover. Do I think that it's heading for a long arc down? Maybe, possibly, but the U.S. has done some remarkable things, like really remarkable things that humanity has never achieved before. And that's why when people say the U.S. dollar is backed by the gun or the bomb or the whatever, yeah, maybe, but it's also backed by its remarkable achievements for mankind, including things, discoveries in science and education, and advancements in civil rights, and advancements in all kinds of democratic freedoms, and advancements in political rights, advancements in things that have helped humanity around the world, science, medicine, agriculture. So I'm bullish on the U.S., even if I'm not necessarily short-term bullish on the U.S. dollar until they kind of get their economic act together and everything else. But the U.S. in general has a very strong culture to back it up. It's not just the dollar and the guns that back it. Yeah, I know we joke about it a lot, but there is actually more to the U.S. power than just that, and it starts with the people. Go America.
Couldn't have said any of that better myself. Yasha for the win. He is our chat GPT. There's no doubt about it.
Dude, I love America, man. Born and raised. I lived there a long time, and it's an amazing place. I absolutely love that country.
I'm on a mission to come visit you.
Things.
I got to get my passport, man. It expired. Son of a bitch. I cannot believe I let it expire, because what a pain in the ass. It's so easy to renew the damn thing. And dude, I was a month late. I was like, come on. I was all excited. I sent in the renewal. I'm waiting to get it. I get an envelope back, right? And I'm like, yeah, I got my new passport. Open it up. It's my application, everything with a note. Oh, you're expired. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
Because that's definitely.
And here during COVID, renewing stuff was basically impossible. You couldn't make appointments to the embassy for the few embassies or government things I had to do at different countries. Like they were all like closed, and you have to wait 6 months or a year. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Because that whole. Wait, I said the C word. I meant the C word.
Yo. Bilbo.
Anyway, yeah.
Yo.
Get the thick passport. Get the fat boy. And you'll never have to get another one.
Get the thick passport, the fat boy.
Yeah, it's like maybe the normal one has like 40 pages. The thick boy has like 80 pages. Because if they put visas in your passport and stuff like that, it could take up 1 page, 2 pages.
Yeah, but it only lasts 10 years anyway. It doesn't matter how thick it is.
Yeah, it's still gonna.
No. It does. It depends.
Well, I don't know about U.S. passports. Definitely expire. Yeah, every 10 years in the U.S. Every 10 years. Which, and that's the biggest problem. It's such a large expanse of time. You just totally forget about it. It's not like they're sending you renewal notices. Hey, you're expiring soon, like most shit. Exactly. So I just totally forgot.
They don't.
Is it expensive for an American passport? Like, would you give them $100, $400, $50?
Yeah, a couple $100 if you include
Yeah.
delivery and everything else. Yeah.
I think a new
Sorry?
one, $135 for a new passport.
Plus
Yeah,
delivery,
that's
and if
good.
you want to factor, it's even more, and this and that. It can be hundreds of. It can be
What?
it can be between $200 and $500. Let's put it that way.
Depending where you are. Okay, sure.
Okay,
Depending where you
Django.
are, how fast you need it.
What you talking about? What you talking about, spooks? I do use correlation on the COV. I just found out who Django is too, so I'm laughing even harder. I had no idea who it was. Now I know. Yasha told me who it was. I was like, oh shit. Okay, well I know that guy, and I love your new name. But anyway, yeah, the outside line on the COV is the correlation. All right. So on this move right here, look at this gap up on SPY. Hilarious. I love you, man. Boy, look at that nice big gap. Nice big gap up. Big outlier. Yeah. That's the way the COV set up. Correlation on the outside and the outliers on when the variance turns from white to pink, you're having an outlier. Yeah, man. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's what you said. Take a look at it. Yeah. I can. Let me dive a little deeper into SPY though here real quick. So even up here on the 33-minute, man, SPY has been outside this power mean band. Look, this thing's exhausted, right? Like I always say, now everybody can have their own opinion, but I do not believe in something being oversold or overbought. It just means that a majority of people are buying or selling. Anytime I've seen people try to trade that, you get wrecked. I'm doing the exact opposite, right? Back in retail trading days, using traditional TA, if something was overbought, I was buying. If something was oversold, I was selling. Obviously, scalping. But yeah, man, that's now there is such thing as exhaustion, and that's what the price percentile. That's what these white lines are, dude. We got some exhaustion going on, right? These things have been high for, a while, days, probably a week. It was since this last move, March 29th, almost a week. So all three of these APPs right now, they're pretty much pegged up here at almost 100%, man. Something's got to give. Look at the volatility, just fell off a cliff on the 33-minute. Been outside the power mean band. Looking down here on the 33, 405.3 is where the reverse wave trend is. See on the 15-minute here. Yeah, even going into yesterday, right? We're setting up a little bit of, it's bear div for sure. Right now in the low time frames, right? This volatility is expanding, positively correlated. Look at all the volatility reads. 981, 2400. Guys, this shit has crashed. The thicker lines here are the other reads. So you got the low length expanding, right? Looks like the 981 is starting to expand. Let's see what happens here, man. Let's see what happens here. I'm still waiting for this to be tested. Will the top of that monthly range get tested? Yes. Yes, it will. At some point. I'm bullish on these markets, but I'm not stupid. I know where these areas are at. You got the first standard deviation down here at 407. 407. What's happening over here? Okay. So and that is, let's see, that's a top of the weekly too. But down here at the center of the weekly, so you got the center of the weekly volatility range, top of the monthly, has not been tested, right? Look at yesterday, didn't even get close. As a matter of fact, sometimes you can look at, this would have been different. Look, you see the data set was deep, right? Pumped up. Now this would have been a different freaking story. All right. Say this data set was up here at like 412 at the beginning of the month. And then you right before the end of the month, the bears slam this thing down to like 406, 405. Now I have seen these ranges, especially if it happens right below that, right before that monthly close, that can be a test. But it didn't do that. We had this little pullback. But like I said, the data set was coming from the bottom, right? There was no pullback. The data set wasn't up here and didn't, at the end of the month, didn't try to come back to test the new monthly. The data set is just running away from it. That is not sustainable. guarantee it. You're not going to hear a lot of other people guarantee stuff. After watching these charts for a long time, dude, right? This is never financial advice. I don't trade for anybody. I'm never gonna tell you, hey, this data set's going this way only. I'm always going to talk about both sides, right? And so here's the first resistance level on the weekly up here at 414. Let's see, where is the first resistance level to the downside? Down here, right, a tick under, like 399. So you got a pretty big range there. You do got a pretty big range there. What was that to the top side again? Yeah, like 15 points, right? Yeah, about 15-point range. Pretty big. Pretty big. So right now, see, especially if you're trading options, say I'm getting into like a 3-day trade or something on SPY. I'm going to create a range around it probably because I want to sell, right? It define risk, probably an iron condor or something. But if we're doing 0 DTE, this is my personal preference. I'm not going to sell premium on a 0-day expiration. Just not going to do it. I'd rather buy it because I'm scalping, right? I'm going to scalp. And so you get that quick move you're looking for, you're going to be out of the trade quickly, real quickly. I mean, there's been some times on SPY where I start trading at 9:30. I'm in a position by 10. I'm playing golf at 12:30. It's easy, right? Easy day trading. Five lots long or short. Right, I'm looking at puts and calls, especially if I don't see something where I can counter trade that first move. I'll be gone. Right, that's what people don't realize. Real traders, dude, it's not going to dominate your life. You've got a plan. Right, you got to stick to it. I've got friends. They just trade the morning session into lunch. They're done. They literally trade like 15 hours. They work 15 hours a week. They got a pretty good lifestyles too. Pretty good lifestyles. Crazy indeed. So here we go. Right at the top of the daily range right now. Now, has SPY got a tight daily range? It does. 70 cents. Top side 410.6, bottom side 409.9. So we got the first support level. This is a tight, let me see here. Where's the bottom? Let me see. Yeah, 406 at the bottom. 404. 404 right here. So it's right by the center. That's this area. Put it this way. If this data set comes down to the bottom, here, let me even switch this on a minute so we can get a better look. Just so I make sure I'm right. There we go. Because obviously you're going to get more populated. It's exactly where I thought it was. Okay. Look where the bottom of the daily volatility range is, where a data set's usually not going to escape this range. All right. So I'm saying right now, the very low probability SPY closes below like 404.5. Very low probability SPY closes above 416. And that's just a daily volatility range. That's really going to give you a nice area to be able to scalp in. So let me see here. So is what I'm getting at. If this data set gets down here, do you understand? Top of the monthly, center of the weekly, bottom of the daily range. What do you think is going to happen here? What do you think is going to happen here? So if this data set does get down here, immediately, so if we're down here at 404.5, my first instinct is to go up here probably to this first standard deviation. So I'd be looking at probably a 407 call if it does get down here, right? For that quick little bounce. So not only could I immediately get in some, let's just say, maybe, what did I get into? You know what I did? Maybe I get into some 407 puts first, right? 1 SD to the downside on its way down. Did I do that? Possibly. So, but like I said, I would be foaming at the mouth if this data set gets down here. I'm looking at some calls. That's all I'm saying. Right now, I'm looking at some puts. But that's what's great about trading these 0 DTEs, man. You can, just like scalping like futures on Bitcoin. I mean, there's so many trades to be had if you know what you're doing. There really is. You got to have these ranges. You got to know where the distribution's at. You got to know where the volatility ranges are at. Once you got that down, you're good, man. You're good. Then you just got to put your edge to work, right? And the most important part of that edge, right? It isn't trading psychology, right? We only teach one type of that. Don't be emotionally attached to your trades, for God's sakes. I'm going to write a book, 500 pages. It's just going to be like Bart Simpson's chalkboard saying that over and over and over again. I bet it goes on the bestseller list. All these guys selling these trading psychology programs and books and things. Once again, just like the YouTube Jimmies, dude, they're not traders. They're making money off you because you're buying their foolish stuff instead of really learning how to trade. Don't be emotionally attached to your trades. Limit your losses. Take your profits. If that's not the base of your edge, you're in trouble. You're in trouble right out of the gate because you're not understanding how to be a professional trader. You're not trading like the algos. You think the algos have feelings? Obviously, there's humans programming them. These humans are not stupid. There's a reason why these guys are in the position they are. And you don't see too often, well, these days, I'm going to take that back. You don't see too often high frequency trading firms going under. But in today's world, guys, there's a lot of foolishness going on with these firms. So who knows, man? Who knows? But let's see here. Let's take a peek. Look at the minis. Minis dumping out. They did try to, both of them, NASDAQ and S&P made a run for the top side of the 68.3 Laplace. Rejected, right? Rejected pretty much early in the morning, 0600. Yeah, like 3.5 hours before, started this pullback right back to the daily ranges, right? You got S&P right at the top of their daily range. You got NASDAQ at the center. Which it found support since the open yesterday. And this is what I talk about too. These algos, right? They know where these ranges are going to populate, just like I know where these ranges are going to populate. And you're going to see a lot of the time, and look at the bounce off the first standard deviation here on the NASDAQ minis right before the close yesterday, right? Zipped right up above where the new daily is going to be. Why? Because the bulls know they will be able to find that support. Right? You open up above that range, you can use that as support and bounce almost right to the top of the 68.3. Then rejected. Look, it's right back here. Right back here. This is why. Take your profits, for crying out loud, man. Look, if somebody was in this trade from yesterday, boom, then you get in this trade and you don't take your profit, dude, you're wrecked. You're wrecked. You lost almost all of it. Insanity. Take your profit, people. That's all you got to do. Take your profits. It's one of the hardest things to do is for people to get out of a trade and take their profit. That is all just ego, man. That's not using your intelligence for sure. It's a no-brainer. People get confused. You have to realize your profit. 100%, man. I mean, I'll ask a lot of people, like I get DMs sometimes, and tell me about a trade they were in, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, were you up in the trade? I was like, show me everything. I want to see when you entered, where the data set went. Don't just tell me, oh, I lost this trade and blah, blah, blah. I want to see exactly what was going on, because chances are you didn't take your profit, especially if you're using the VEPS to get into a position. We built this so people can scalp low time frame delta and the volatility, right? That pushes that delta. That's why we've created this. And then if you're an options trader on top of it, woohoo, it's a party, man. It is a party. And every day we're pushing. We're on a mission right now to get our projection boss. See, we have a couple different ones for continuous and non-continuous markets. We need our projection boss too to project from the current candle on non-continuous markets, so you can throw that distribution out into the future and get a good range, right? Especially if you're selling, right? If you're throwing on strangles. Strangles are one of my favorite strats in options, but it is expensive, man. You have got to have a large account to sell, right? Like right now, if you go out like into May's expiration or something, and say you're looking at even like a Google stock right now, what, $105 almost? You throw a strangle on that out by like second standard deviation or something, guys, it's probably going to cost you. I mean, I could do it real quick. It's going to be ridiculous. Let me give you a good example of how much this would cost. Let's go out. Yeah, 45. Perfect. Hey, and by the way, if you're getting in options positions, today is a perfect time. May 19th, 45 days out to expiration. Whoops. Nope. Back that off. Clear order. Thank you, sir. Didn't want a condor. I wanted just a strangle. And an iron condor is a strangle, except you're buying the wings too, for a defined risk. Defined risk trade. So, okay, out by the second standard deviation. So on Google, top side, I'd sell the 135 put, and I would sell the 75 call. Big range, right? It's also going to cost you $3,145. A lot of buying power. A lot of buying power. And there's just no juice here at all. Yeah, I would have to tighten this up. Probably have to come into the first standard deviation. There we go. That's a little better. And this is what people don't realize. So say I sell the 120 put, sell the 90 call. It's $3,147 in buying power. There's only a max profit of $189. People are like, why in the world are people putting on positions like this? Number one, the probabilities are with you for that to stay in that range. Especially is what you do. You enter 45 days out, you close the trade or modify that trade 21 days into expiration or from expiration. Why? The liquidity is still there. You're selling premium. You want to make sure that you have the ability to get out of the trade, right? And so doing that at 21 days, yeah, you're good. Because most of the times, maybe people are entering at 21. Hell, you're getting out of it. You're not going to have a problem getting out of your trade. Sometimes you can get yourself in a position in options where you can't even get out of a trade, man. Can't even get out of a trade. You might have a put or a call that doesn't even have a bid. Then you're in trouble. So why would you do that trade right there? Well, number one, the percentage of the probability of profit is 76%, and nabbing 50% of that profit, 94% probability that you're going to get half that profit. Now, half that profit's only what, like $95? Yeah, but this is what options is all about. You spread out your risk. Small sizes, you spread out your risk. What if you're in 100 options positions and you're doing the same thing? The probabilities are with you. Say you win 80% of those trades, right? And you have to know how to protect yourself, right? When you're selling options. So you don't get that email, make you jump out of a 50-story building window. But yeah, my train just jumped track there. You need to be able to let me get some coffee. I interrupted myself and lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. So just getting that little bit of profit, that $95 in profit. Think about that, how many trades you could be in and you're nabbing that profit. This is why, man. And you want to build a portfolio where you're kind of delta neutral. You never want to be too delta heavy. I know somebody in the past that was. Did he get wrecked? Yeah. Just losing daddy's money, right? Everybody thinks the guy's rich. Everybody thinks the guy's a millionaire. Farthest thing from it. If you really know his story, just make you laugh because he has lied about everything, which is just stupid, man. We're just stupid. All ego crap. I don't care how much money you got. Can you trade, right? Are you somebody who wants to come to Alpha Trading and learn how to trade? Because we're here for you. We're going to help you guys. Not like a lot of other places, right? Click our links, man. Go jump on these leverage exchanges, right? They're going to pay us to on-ramp you onto those. Or here, buy a ledger from us. Here's a code. And just, we don't do that, man. We really don't. We're not trying to extract money from the community. That's the last thing we're trying to do. That's why we give this free trial so people can see these indicators work, right? And then if they want to purchase the package, knock yourselves out, man. We're here for you. The education is going to be free, and you're going to be hanging out in the Discord. Everybody trading the same way. It's not like other trading Discords. Everybody's trading different stuff. A lot of arguments going on. Everybody remember the cave back in the day? What a shit show, man. Nonstop, right? Everybody arguing, no, this is the way. No, my edge is better. When these guys don't even know what an edge is. Hell, I didn't for a long time. You start to figure it out after you trade for a while, and the edge just isn't a chart full of indicators. That's the easiest part. Up in here, your head, that's where the edge is going to start. Let me see here. Okay. Now that we got done with that rant, let's go to I had Apple pulled up because Apple been on a mission, right? I think 140 to like 166 now in the last couple of weeks. Good move on Apple. Trade that I cannot believe I did not get in on when I'm sitting there talking myself into it. Just didn't get around to it for whatever reason. Stupid. Let's get on this bad boy. There we go. And that was the first request. Yeah, P-Funk. Wait a minute, where's that at? Yeah. Are you still asking that question, Django? 404? I'm talking about the daily volatility range because it's the bottom of the range. And I didn't say, I said that there is a high probability that's the bottom of the range, right? High probability. You go all over the place, though. Thought you wanted to look at Aptos. We go to it. What pair you want, man? What Aptos pair? Let's see. Do not see him. Oh, P-Funk. P-Funk's coming in hot. All these guys like Tether. Yeah. USDT said. No, he likes that Tether. Okay. Coinbase? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go to Coinbase. Oh, yeah. Liquidity. Yeah, got lots of liquidity. Let's change that up. Let's not go to Coinbase. What else? Let me see here. Up this Tether. Let's go to Binance. Got to be better. There we go. There we go. Rejecting off the center of the daily as we speak. Where's, Aptos? Oof, bro. But hasn't this thing been on like a run? Tell me, Django. Hadn't this thing been on a run for a little bit? Yeah, dude. This thing is, there is so much overhead resistance on this. Look at the new weekly and the new monthly. Data sets under it. And rejecting off the new daily. Let's throw this on the chart. Let's see here. The Binance Tether pair, right? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Dun, 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 dun. Come on, man. Where's the Binance pair? Okay, you making me crazy now, man. Aptos. Somebody put an APT USD. God, I'm not even going to get a weekly probably. There's not going to be any history on this thing. None except this. Actually, no. It's not. Let me go. Maybe we can get something on the 2-day. Fuck, we're going to have to stick to a daily. That sucks. Look how tight this range is. Look how tight this band is. Oh, man. I got to turn off this UPM so I can see this data set better. There we go. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, this thing, meteoric rise here from $3 to, what was the high? Jesus, 20. Yeah, this thing pumped its brakes off, man. Pumped its brakes off. There's just not a lot of history. I mean, you can't even get a freaking variance read on this thing. Let me go to a 4-hour. There, we got some variance. I mean, definitely getting a bull div pop here, or did. Let's see what happens. I mean, there's no bear div at all, right? From this last data set high, no bear div. Here was the bull right here, right? Get a lower low, higher low. Shot right through the zero mean. When it did, yeah, you got two nice 4-hour candles down from what? $11 up to about $11.60. Nice little scalp. Although that's 4-hour candles, ladies and gentlemen. Go to a 33-minute here. Oh, man. I told you, man. There was a 33-minute, man. There was a double top. Oh, man. Well, that's a head and shoulders. What the hell? Those patterns are so ridiculous, man. Don't waste your time with it. There's a lot better ways to understand what's going on with the data set and drawing on your charts. A lot of us find out the hard way. Now, look at all that bear div it was setting up. All that bear div that was setting up on this 33. I mean, I'm going to go right out on a limb right now and be like, the bulls are in control of this thing, man. The bulls are in control. There's no doubt about it. The fact all these stabs down here in the 33 that you didn't at least pull back to, I mean, and why do I say the bulls are in control? Because you had this bear div, right? You had this bear div. Look, no correlation at all. Where do you start to get the correlation? On the hidden bull, on all the hidden, not the bear. The bear pulled it back a little bit. I mean, you got this one wick down here, right? To like low 11.3 area. Surprised it didn't dump farther than that. And then I'm seeing the positive correlation on the hidden bull. This thing's got no chill in it. This thing has got no chill in it. Let's see, let's go all the way down to 15. I wish I could get more macro time frame. Let me see here again. Where's this thing at? Yeah, this thing can try all at once. Here's what I will tell you. If Aptos can somehow make its way through this mess, everybody, does this look heavy? That's because it is, man. You got these macro volatility ranges just crushing this data set. But if you can see Aptos get up here over $12, if Aptos can close the week above 12 point, let's just say above this top of this monthly range, above 12.17. Let's say it closes up around 12.2 or something. I'm not going to lie, man. This thing could run, especially if Bitcoin pumps its brakes off. Look at Coinbase, man. Look at this tight monthly that Coinbase populated. Coinbase is going to run like a madman. This is just like Bitcoin was last month. Super tight range. We're talking about what? $6 on Coinbase? No. That was the wrong one. Hell, it's up above. That's the weekly. Let me see here. There it is. Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be tighter. Yeah, dude, it's like a 26. Was it 34-cent range? 34-cent range on Coinbase. But you got the weekly below the monthly. Daily's below both. Oh no, you got the daily stuck right in between the monthly and the. And this is one confused little data set. This thing's got some work to do. But like I said, man, if we can get up, that was Aptos I was talking about. Sorry, guys. If Coinbase can get up above this monthly at 68, and if BTC runs, look for it. And now look at the dollar, right? The dollar makes a run up to the bottom of the daily range and just rejects from it hard. Dollar's in trouble. And we already talked about the tight weekly on the dollar. This thing is going to range like crazy, man. Trend like crazy. God, boy, I'm tongue twisted this morning. It is going to trend. It already is, right? Already is. And all that trend early in the week, it jumped to the top side, been doing nothing but selling off. And that's going to bring some strength into the markets. There's no doubt. Be careful, though, with this thing. I'm telling you. Be careful, because there's a lot on SPY, especially. I mean, there's a lot of exhaustion on some of these time frames where, going to have. Plus, this range is going to get tested. Whether it be today or tomorrow or whenever, it is going to get tested. For sure. That's a tick under 405. But like today, yesterday, I was looking after that pump up to that 411 call. I was looking for that dump down to about 406, 405. Didn't happen. Coming in today, I'm like, is today the day? Yeah. It's worth a shot. That's for sure. Especially the bear div I was saying. So we'll see. Doesn't have to. Guarantee it's going to happen this week. That is 404.5. And it's probably going to come quick. You would probably see the dollar. You would see the dollar have a quick pump probably. Let me see. Has that dollar tested that thing? Yeah, it did. What am I talking about? Dropped right down through it. It's usually going to come back though. This data set's not far away enough from this tight range for this not to be a magnet. I could easily see this dollar come back up to 102.6. If that were to happen today, you'll definitely see the test happen today. That's what I'm kind of waiting for. The dollar to test its weekly again, and then that's when SPY is probably going to test the top of its monthly. Yeah. BTC, bulls are definitely in control of BTC. This thing is not even close to even getting started, in my opinion. We know how crypto goes. The bear market just beats the crap out of everybody, right? Scares the crap out of everyone. Timid, don't know what to do, afraid to trade. Scared money doesn't make money. But also, not taking your profit, not limiting your losses, and being emotionally attached to your trades will definitely take your money.
Yep.
Yeah, well, if we're talking about a weekly range, Django. So first thing I'm going to do, let's go to the bottom. Where is the bottom of that? Let's see. Expand this out a little bit. Let's find the bottom of the weekly range. Where are you, dog? Man, oh man. Really? Is it that tight? Hold on here. I mean, isn't that the first? Yeah, that's S1. I think they're all trapped up. I think this is it under here. Yeah, there's S2, or is that the daily? I think they're all three packed together. I see a green dot there. I see a little green dot there. Yeah. So here's the S2. Where's the S3? Are they together? Come on, where are you? 101. Let me see here. There it is right there. 100.8 is the bottom of the weekly. 100.8 is the bottom of the weekly range. Yep. So, I'll tell you right now, it's not going to close below 100. Probably not going to break above. And you're talking about trending. This is where this thing could trend. It could trend from the top all the way to the bottom and revert and do the exact opposite. There's the top. 104. Yeah, 104 is the top. 104 is the top. Okay. So it's really not that big of a range. Really isn't. Not that big of a range. 104. Yeah, 104 and 100. So let's see what happens. Here we are. What else can we look at here? Let me see if anything's breaking out. What is it?
You want to look at something exotic?
Oh, I just noticed that gold finally broke 2K. Hell, futures are 2025. What's silver at? Damn, silver's pushing to 24.5. Futures are already there. Copper pulled back a little bit. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, whoop whoop. What's the ticker on that? The whoop whoop. What is happening down here in Bondville? Nothing. Futures. Wheat's still trying to suck people in. I mean, I was on it that one day, called that trade, and boy, that thing pulled back quick. That would have been like a 2-day profit-taking easy trade right there. I mean, that was...
By the way, Doge, I mean, I've spoken about it before, but it is up 27% today.
Yeah, should we go look at that shit coin, give it some love? Might as well. Let's look.
Not? The mother of all meme coins, man. It's the mother of all meme coins.
Oh, dude. Yeah. It sure the heck is, brother. Oh, my goodness. Let's see here.
Yeah. Oh, the 15 minutes. That thing is cuckoo.
God, this thing is all over the freaking place, man. Above the monthly. Above the top side of the monthly.
Yeah.
Or no. Hold on. No, it's way above it. Shit, where is the new monthly range? Let's see the VEPS. Holy shit. There's tight weekly right out of the gate on Doge. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, boy. You got to love it, right? So Doge pulls back right at the end of the week. The bears run it down right below the new weekly, like they should, right? Jesus. And then, is that the top side of the monthly for the test? It is. Oh my. There's the test. Looks just like Bitcoin's right at the top of the monthly. And then, a good ding right up through that weekly range, man. Holy shit. Is that a 15-minute candle? Is that when the profile pick change happened? Jesus, look at this thing. Right. Swing. Wait a minute. Damn it. There. Okay, this is enough of this. I got to go to the regular chart. What am I doing here? Dragging myself through the mud. Let's go to Doge. Well, I tell you what, too. I got to pee like a racehorse. I'm doing the pee dance sitting down, so you got about another 2 minutes out of me before I got to go take a leak. Holy shit. Doge. That's a problem with Doge. You just never know. You just got to, it's just kind of like natural gas. You got to be in on the train.
Right.
36%.
Yeah.
36% pump.
Yeah.
And right now, you know, these regulators, they're going after all these. I know Jimmy Butler's in trouble down with Miami Heat. And all they're doing is literally talking about buying crypto and shit, and they're hammering him. But Elon can just start tweeting shit about Doge, market pumps. You never hear a peep. It's ridiculous. How that guy gets away with doing this is, well, we know why. He's kind of like a spur in the side of the elite, though, really. At least that's what he wants to make it look like. Don't think all these guys.
He's born one of the elite.
They're in the club.
Yeah, dude, he was born in the club, big time.
They're all in the club, man. For sure. It's all fucking political theater. Everything that's going on right now, political theater. They want you to think that all of these elites are fighting and blah, blah, blah. They're just trying to separate the people because the people will latch on to certain individuals, right? And it's crazy, man, how they're manipulating people right now. When all we all got to do is just come together. Why the hell can't it happen? They would be done immediately. First off, turn off the TV. If everybody would just turn off the freaking television, just stop watching it, the whole world would change overnight. Probably. That is their propaganda tool that they are using on everybody. The psyop is real. The psyop is real. If you don't think there's a massive psyop going on right now, you are being psyoped. There's no doubt about it, man. That is their goal. Separate the people or we're in trouble. We need to keep everybody at each other's throat. We need to keep them highly taxed, right? Highly taxed, in debt, all fighting against each other instead of realizing the true enemy. They're in the suits and ties. They're on Wall Street. They're in DC. Those are the enemies. Unfortunately, the world we live in. And you got to realize too, we're going all over the map today. Do you know what the probabilities of what we're experiencing right now, of this being a base reality? Very, very, very low in the big scheme of things. So chew on that for a while. What's he talking about? Could we be in a simulation? Very interesting question, right? Are we living in the hologram? Well, we could be. It's all good though. But look what happens in the hologram. We get shit coins like Doge that are just pumping its acorns off, man. Pumping its acorns off. So what's going to happen? Let's look up here on the daily. This is I guarantee you that at some point up here, what's this weekly on Doge look like? Where are we? I'll tell you what, man. There is no hidden bear right now being built. It's going to be off of this pump. But I mean, so if you see Doge get up here 13, 14, 15 cents and the returns oscillate, yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Look at the Fishers. Yeah, Doge is probably going to be moving. Probably going to be moving. Would not doubt it at all. Would not doubt it at all. You see the 4 hour. I mean, this is perfectly what you want to see, right? You get a variance. The data spreads from the mean, positively correlated with an outlier. Boom. You get that 4 hour candle that literally 1 4 hour candle pump. That's the whole pump, man. It was like 35%. That's at the top of the wick. Let me see. What did we get out of this baby? Yeah, 37.75% pump. Then the variance comes down, negatively correlated. If this turns up positively correlated, how's another outlier? My goodness gracious. You're probably definitely going to see Doge up there around 14 cents or something. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. Let me reset this price scale. Just the way this variance is chugging along, and there is no bull div at all. What's it setting up? What's it setting up right now? It's setting up hidden bull. It is setting up hidden bull. But where are we seeing some bear div, guys? DLP, Z-score, right? Now you can say that the returns oscillator is setting it up, right, to coming down. It's negatively correlated. It's negatively correlated. And I'm not even going to count the Z score, because now if this would have come back up and checked up on this 99% confidence interval during this candle right here, I'd be like, yeah, DLP is a different story. Look at the DLP contracting right here, the whole time, man. Whole time, it's different. Trending still to the top side, but we're getting ready to break back inside this for second standard deviation band. That's the thing with these trending moves. That's why we have these bands. It doesn't matter if you're looking at trend or entropy or volatility, whatever. These bands, man, powerful, powerful, powerful. Fishers, yeah, we got bands around everything. We are the bands. Daily, weekly, monthly ranges. Yeah, I mean, it's in the wording, right? I'm immediately every day. Well, at the beginning of every month, the monthly, obviously, I'm prioritizing the monthly range because we just got it. I'm going to see where it's at, but then I'm going to drop, especially how it happened this week. We got a new monthly and a weekly, especially in traditional markets on the same day. So I went from the monthly to the weekly. And then once I get those established, so I know where the monthly range is for approximately like 30 days every month, right? Weekly, we're going to get 4 in a month. Daily, right? The traditional markets are going to get 5. The continuous markets, we're going to get 7. So I'm going to establish where the monthly is first. Then every week, I'm going to see, what did the weekly do? Did the weekly jump above or below those monthly ranges? Where's the daily populating now? It's going to tell you a lot about, and are they tight? Are they wide? Right? Is the monthly saying we're going to trend? Right? But the first week of the month, we have a massive range. All that's telling me is, yeah, it's going to be range bound, right? But that range could be a few $1,000s on Bitcoin. It could pop to the top side all the way to the bottom side, right? Even, and if that happens, could be going back down to test the monthly. Yeah, it's complicated at first. And then all the dailies, just like I did with the weekly and the monthlies, man. You're populating every day. So I immediately go right to it, right? I immediately go to the daily every day. I already know where the monthly and the weekly is. So now I'm just working with the daily. How far away are we from a tight weekly or a tight monthly? What kind of divergences are we seeing? Intraday, right? After a weekly populates, usually I'm down here every day, intraday. I only look at the macro time frames usually. Like at the beginning of the month, I'll see where the range is. I know where it's at. There's no need to look at it anymore. Once a week, right? The first day of the week, I'll usually look at it. The only times I'm referencing it anymore is when the data sets look like they're going to go back down and test, right? They haven't spread themselves. The data hasn't spread enough away from those volatility ranges, and they're like magnets. Can't even put Doge on the chart. Had such a nice pump there. Yeah, go Doge, man. Go Doge. Running meme coin. Gotta love crypto. Win bonk.
Thanks for that analysis this morning. This is just perfect.
Yeah, man.
I'm just letting you know, just following along with you. And I just scalped a real nice put. It's just ridiculous.
Nice, man.
Nice what?
Beautiful.
I just did a 410.
Nice.
Just did a 410 and it would like 39 cents.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous.
Good job. Where the hell is that at? Hold on here.
Yeah, just taking it off the table.
Yep. That's
you. Crazy.
Profit.
No, I just want to throw that out there because just following along and learning what I'm learning right now, it's just a total different scenario. Yeah. I just can't believe it, how different it is.
Yeah.
I turned off I don't even look at that other, it's so amazing at that chalkboard, right? Now yeah. I can only relate to it as a chalkboard. How funny.
Right on.
That's what happens, for sure.
That's exactly. You're doing it right, man. Stop looking at the old voodoo stuff and start looking at the real stuff. Right? You're on it, man.
Yeah, we were literally talking about you in our private chat, for sure. Yeah, we love when people come in and gets it.
Just from 2 weeks ago to today is a metamorphosis. Mm-hmm. It's like I don't even want to look at that. I was drawing lines. Oh my God. And then my lines would go away. I'd have to draw them all over again. It's totally stupid.
Yeah.
I mean,
now this is like a AA meeting.
You mind if I use that as a
Yeah,
testimonial?
now I'm looking at it like this right here. This one, I got out of it, right?
Right.
I took my profit, but it was such a good
Yeah.
it was such a good trade.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, you bought it at 39. What'd you get out at?
49.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Right when you said it, I looked. And what was it? What'd you say?
I mean,
the 410,
what's
right?
that?
What'd you buy? A 411 or a 410?
410 at 39 cents.
Yeah. Yep. And now, of course, right, it's a dime higher.
Below 21. I was going to get a 409. I had one earlier on the 409 at 21 cents, and it doubled within 15 minutes. Just because everything now says that it's a short.
Yeah.
Screaming short.
100%, man.
And you are literal proof that people can learn this inside of a couple of weeks, as I've been saying forever.
Be right back.
Glad. I'm so glad you're seeing it, man. I'm so glad. It's like you have no idea how awesome that is. Really, thank you so much for putting in the effort necessary to see it for yourself. I'm just so glad for you, really am, and also for us, because it's like, yep, we make this as easy as possible to learn. It's not easy, but we make it as easy as possible, and we do our best.
The funny thing is, I just stumbled on it. It wasn't like I was so frustrated one day. I just happened to just go looking for something, and I don't know. You guys showed up. That's it. Just showed up on the doorstep. And
yeah, it could be randomness. It must be not so random.
No, it's not so random. Even yesterday, the same thing. I mean, I was looking at the same thing literally 409 puts. And just looking back, what I noticed this morning, looking back and using the same analysis, looking back at the larger time frames, I don't have that same screen you're showing right now. I don't have that one yet. But just looking back through, I would say, I don't know, I went back on the 60-day. I went all the way back 2 years. And as you flow back through, you could just see so much more. I mean, just in your basic analysis.
Yep.
And I don't even know. Believe me, I'm superficial right now. I'm trying to listen and pay attention and, and make money. I mean, you can't, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
This is about one thing. This is about profits.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's all it's about. 100%.
You can stare at this whole day and make nothing.
Yep. For sure.
You got to have the feedback, and I know that. And I'm going to stay. I'll be here. I'll get on that 2 week. I haven't got the 2 week yet, but I'm definitely going to do that. But you need the feedback, and I see that you need the feedback immediately when when someone's actually, paying attention.
Yeah,
so I just want to make sure I throw that in.
It for sure helps all around, man. When you give feedback like that, it helps you, it helps us, it helps other traders too, by the way.
Yeah.
And then I get you to look at SPY more.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I'm usually on it.
Yeah, I know.
That is for sure.
Hey, I want to learn about Bitcoin. That's mine.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard enough. I want to learn about Bitcoin. I want to, I have it back in 2011.
Oof.
I had a bunch of money, and I was tracking these coins, and I just remember back then the price, and I'm like thinking to myself, and I was looking at buying some, just throwing some in as a side venture, just buy some of these things that are going on, after the big debacle with real estate.
Yeah.
And I didn't, obviously, or, I'd be holding 100 of them. Right.
Yeah, man.
But anyways, that, it might be the same right now. Might be looking at the same moment in time. Never know.
Price is really moot, man. Like, even, I've said it a million times, like, even if you bought it way back when, the probability of you holding on to it necessarily, you wouldn't necessarily have held them forever, right? Because you trade them, you buy and you sell them, whatever. That's fine. It's all about context, all about everything else. There's never an inopportune time to get in on such a volatile asset that's going to be volatile for a long time to come. there's always opportunity with this thing for many years to come, for sure.
Bonk.
And with other good
shitcoin.
It's just so extraordinary that they've stepped
Let's
over.
see
Yeah,
here.
just paying attention to that. That volatility is the I don't know. It's where the profit is. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
for me.
Volatility and entropy, all key. And entropy is really cutting edge stuff, man. Like most HFT firms still haven't even fully implemented that across the board, as far as we know. Some are using it, yeah, but not fully. Yeah, it's
And everything
not
kind
really
of,
happening.
SPY kind of dumped out with the dollar here. Tell you what, man, this dollar pushes back up to the top side of the 68.3. The SPY is going to slide. I've been looking for the 1 SD, right? That'd be a good pullback on SPY, obviously.
I don't
Come
know
back,
why I was
test
worried
that.
about that trade.
Yep. I mean, that was a no-brainer. If it gets by here, I mean, it could test the top of this monthly today. But I was thinking, this 407 area, this 1 SD, this top of the weekly, that this is like a magnet right now. Considering literally SPY's data set. I mean, you can see the minis kind of when Dixie pulled back here, the minis bounced, right? Both of them pretty much off their daily ranges. Nice little bounces. SPY didn't. SPY went downhill. Now SPY's bouncing a little bit after the fact. The minis are going down. But if the dollar can find any footing on the bottom of this Laplace range here on the daily, maybe get back up to this support level on the weekly, which that is going to be some hard resistance for a dollar. Now, dollar is weak, man. Dollar's in trouble, to be honest. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure the pound and the euro are just fucking hammering the dollar. Whoops. I was trying to go to Forex there. Let's see. Yeah, again, I mean, how many days in a row? All right, got the pound up 0.6%, euro up 0.4 today. Yesterday they were up about the same. I think the pound was actually up over 1%. Yeah, the dollar's getting wrecked right now. Dollar's getting a bit wrecked. It's just weak, man. It is weak. Well, yeah, no shit. You can only print so long before your fucking dollar is just worthless piece of crap. Incredible. This is where we're at. That's why crypto's a no-brainer, man. Crypto is a no-brainer. People are starting to figure it out too. Is it very volatile? The problem is people buying Bitcoin right now. Look, if you're not just scalping it, trading it, having fun, if you're just investing in it, me personally, every week, Coinbase, right? They take a little draw out of the bank account, slam a little Bitcoin in there. Probably once a month, I go into Coinbase, pull it out, which I should be doing it every week. Sometimes I forget, though. That's the problem. I wish there was an automatic. Hey, can you send that to my ledger? Got to do that manually, though. But it's you don't even need to look at the price, right? You're holding it. You're stacking. You're just stacking sats inside the culture. That's all we all talk about. Just stacking sats, man. Doesn't matter what the price of Bitcoin is, because I wish I could go into the future right now with quantum entanglement. Hey, man, right? It's possible. But anyway, just to see that price. Where's Andy? Andy's in the future. Damn it, Andy. What's the price of Bitcoin tomorrow? Everybody wonders why alpha trading always nailing targets. Well, we got a guy in the future. He's living down under.
We have indicators.
Andy is definitely in the future.
By using the RMLR.
He's sleeping right now. It's Wednesday morning for Andy. He's about to wake up, though. He's got a few more hours. And that guy's a machine. He's doing so much shit right now. It's incredible. Not only dealing with his, outside of trading, outside of crypto, outside of just his job, right? His family. And for the fact that he is just the everything that he's helping with, alpha trading, Catalina whale mixer. My God, brought him on as a mod quite some time ago, kind of right when I was leaving. And he has just taken over behind the scenes, helping with everything. We all know in alpha trading who Andy is. Andy is him and Yasha together. They are Chat GPT. Pretty crazy, man. We're just blessed. When we set this thing up, the six of us, we all just fit a role perfectly. It was a no-brainer to start this thing up. Plus, it was a mass exodus, right? It was a mass exodus from another camp. Here we are 2 years later, going strong. Not a peep out of the other camp because they totally imploded. Feel sorry for the ones that got left behind. Door is still open. We don't care who you are. You want to come in and learn how to volatility trade, we're here from you. Don't care. Like I said, don't care about the past, right? Anything that's ever came between us. They're gone. We're here. We're looking for members, right? We want people to learn volatility the right way, not under all the pressure that everybody used to be under, worrying about if they were going to be the one. Can I even ask a question here without getting yelled at? The old camp? No, you couldn't. You couldn't. And it got to a point here where it was very embarrassing for us as members that we're literally trying to bring people in to learn volatility trading and then just get, ransacked by some guy. I see HudSpy got muted. Why? Because he likes to talk. I think. What did he do? He had something going on in the back. Let me undo him real quick and see what's up. Yeah, you probably just had like news going on in the background and got muted. I unmuted you. You good? You good, man? Now where is? Whoops.
Yeah, I noticed. I shut it off. I forgot.
Yeah, you're fine now. You fine now? So let's see here. We doing? Yeah, this dollar's rough, man. So first standard deviation on Dixie's down there at 101.4. Actually, yeah, 101. Oh, look, it's 101.420.
Did you end the stream? Did you end the stream?
On TV?
In Discord. In Discord.
Oh, is that what that was? Yeah, here. My bad. There you go. I knew I heard something. I was like, what the hell was that? Oh, well, I don't see anything. I didn't end it. I just stopped sharing my screen for whatever reason. Yeah, we're good. We're back. I was like, what? Yeah, I know I heard something. And if you're watching on Trading View, hit that rocket icon. See, we already got 5. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. If everybody that was, like right now, everybody that's watching in Discord, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There should at least be 10 rocket icons. Here, I'm going to put this freaking, let me see here. I'm going to put this link, copy, paste. There it is. Oh, me and Yasha back to back. You quick-fingered monkey. Click that rocket icon. That's right. Now, our Saturday stream, we literally almost got 150 views. You got to realize, for a weekend, that's pretty good on TradingView. Meanwhile, YouTube, those cucks, dude, you'd be surprised. We are such a small channel on YouTube. You guys, I could have Yasha because I don't understand all the metrics exactly of how it all works. I'm not into that. But you let Yasha pour a little honey in your ears about what's going on in YouTube. It'll blow your mind. We have been steadily putting out videos on YouTube for years. Anybody that does that, you could literally put out a 5-minute video of putting farts in a mason jar. And at some point, you're going to be getting thousands of views. Dude, we are so shadow banned and we are so buried into the bottom of the pile. People can't even find us, man. We're getting like 10, 11, 10 to 15 views on our freaking streams on YouTube for 2 years. How can there not be any organic growth? Well, I'll tell you why. Because our streams are not getting out to people. You'd be surprised. And people are like, you're such a small channel. Why would they shadow ban you? Look, when there's a revolution in place, you stomp it out in the beginning, right? You crush it. You put the fire out before it even starts. And I'm a true believer, and that's what has happened because somebody saw what we were doing. They were like, there is no way retail traders, there's no way we can let this get out to the retail trading world because the gig is up then. If everybody started trading the probabilities, their game would be over. All right, their game would be over. It would be very hard for them. Yeah, 164 views on the Saturday stream, which is good. That's why the more people that hit that rocket icon, the more people that start showing up, for the better. And people get confused. Look, we're not bashing retail traders that are trading with traditional TA. We think it's silly. Listen, you need to understand, we've all done it. It's not like we came out of the womb trading the VEPS, right? We all traded. We were all drawn on charts. We were doing all that stuff. We found a better way. So now we just try to get people to understand all those indicators are lagging. You even hear it in your space all the time. Lagging, 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 lagging. There's a reason, because they are. Price action follows returns, period, the end. You have to use indicators that are built on the returns if you want to get good reads on stuff. You need to know where the distribution levels are, 4-hour and daily, hell, weekly, monthly, all of them. That's why I have all these different charts set up. And the last thing I was going to do today, what time is it? 10:30. I got my correlation chart up. We'll have a little fun with correlation, because a lot of people don't understand correlation. I do not see anybody using it besides alpha trading, right? Now, anybody can go and attempt to correlate assets and stuff, but it gets deeper when you're correlating indicators that aren't lagging, that are built on returns, and you correlate those to price action. Powerful, man. Very, very, very powerful. Let's see. I need a burger too, man. I need a burger too. We need a burger in the chat. Welcome, welcome, sir or ma'am, whatever you are, my friend. We welcome you. And just made me hungry. And I actually got a pound of Wagyu ground beef, de-thawed. Delicious. I'm gonna cook it. I'm gonna cook it all. Me and the dogs are gonna eat Wagyu today. Over Easter weekend, I'm looking for ad index puts for over Easter weekend. Yeah, man. Yeah, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. So you're talking, let me go over to the brokerage account here. Let's see. Where are you at? Where are you at, expirations? So I would probably be looking at, so when is Easter? Let me pull up 4, 5, 6. What is the date? Yeah, I'm way behind schedule. Somebody told me the other day, hey, Easter Sunday. I was like, what? Really? Had no clue. I get lost. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, the 9th, huh? So, boy, that weekly.
Did you take a look at something?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that weekly.
RMLR, the one you sent out the other day, the RMLR, has the AT ranges, the AT RMLR.
Yep. Here, hold that thought for 1 second while I'm just answering okay. This TV chat. Yes. So I'm looking at 6 days out, April 10th, weekly expiration here. You can literally, so if I were going to do that over Easter weekend, right? Let me see. Let me go over here. Let's see SPY. I imagine we're talking about SPY. Looking down here. 404, huh? I mean, right now, dude, you can get a 405 put, 98 cents. Not even $100. 6 days out expiration. It's actually not bad, because I'm telling you right now, man, if that thing were to get in the money over the week, or you on that open, yeah, you probably 3x that easy, I would imagine. But yeah, anyway, that just I like that little message in there. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Let's see. Now, what time frame are we talking about with the RMLR?
I'm still trying to read it properly and just kind of see how it sets up.
Okay.
Because as I move through the day ranges, I guess you have to change settings, underlying settings.
Yeah, you can use that 3012 and the 1110 on pretty much any time frame. It's going to work really well.
Mm-hmm. And it's what I do. I just set up two. I'll have one populated. All I got to do is a boom, copy, and then just boom, right click, paste another one on. And so right now, like on the top RMLR, I got it set to an 11, just so I don't have to go into the settings and flip back between 11 and 30. And then I've got the bottom one is set on 30 length. Boom. And then I keep the correlations on 11.
The bottom setting is 12. So when you're using the 30, like on the bottom one, you can use like a 12. And if you're using the 11, then the bottom one, like use a 10 or whatever. You don't have to use those numbers, but those are pretty good.
So 30 is a
sure,
30
really good.
And so if you look at the data set,
I'm getting a message that says RMLR prediction cannot be defined or something.
Yeah, because you're on a
On the front
non-continuous
side.
market. You're looking at, see, if you look on Bitcoin on a continuous market. So here's what you got to do. If you're looking at SPY, you go in here, check override continuous market protection now. So that's going to show the future mean projection, but we'll even tell you right now, because you are overriding that protection, it could give a little bit of a false read. I haven't seen it that much, to be honest, but that there is that warning.
Good.
There is that warning. But that's all you got to do on continuous markets. Click that and you'll see the future projection pop. But look at BTC right now.
Okay.
Let me turn off the 30. Okay, so here's what's happened. We're talking mean reversion twice just by going sideways because of the RMLR, right? So you mean revert right here, sideways, the 7 length comes back down. If not if, BTC gets up here above 29K, you populate a daily candle up here above this future mean of log returns, that could be a green light. Because on the other side of the coin here, we got the 30 getting ready to cross up, right? This 30 could cross up again, cross up the 30 power mean. The 33 is probably a little higher, but yeah. So when this cross up happens too, you close another daily above the 7, this thing could start pumping. This thing could definitely start pumping. What we got? We got another spooks? Oh my goodness. We got the spook twins.
Yeah,
What's happening right now? We got Arya Spooks and Django Spooks. Please, are you guys related? What's happening? We got Niederberger. I love all the new folks in the chat, man. We appreciate you guys showing up. Any questions you have, right? If you take your mouse and hover over Alpha Voice, you'll see it, that the open chat, right? You can pop on that little chat window, boom, and it opens up the chat to the side. Yeah, I can see. You guys found it. When will be? Well, I don't even know what it is, man. What is it? The Spooks community. What is it? Is it literally an NFT project?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah,
Let me see here.
project. Yeah, analyzing Aptos blockchain.
Okay. I see it in your. Yeah, I see it in your description. Yeah, I'll check it out, man. I'll check it out when we're done here. Now I get it.
Yeah, we want Bilbo in Spook's community.
Right? Okay. Fucking sweet. I'd be a good spook, man. I love it. Okay, let me see here. What are we doing? Yeah, SPY, man. So you get SPY. SPY starts to close 15-minute candles below this daily range, right? Now you've got first support level on the daily of roughly 409, the second one roughly at 407. Then you've got the top of the weekly right here at 406. And then we know what's happening down here, right? Down here around 405. Got the top of the monthly that has not been tested yet. Center of the weekly, right? These data sets love to get into the meat of these volatility ranges. And you got the bottom of the range. That's when I say there is a high probability SPY does not close below this area. So when I saw this in the morning and I saw that this area has not been tested yet, would I immediately go in and just buy some 405 puts? No. I'm looking at the 1SD, right? I'm not greedy. This would make it real easy if this thing were to drop to the 1SD. I'd probably be taking profit somewhere up around 406, to be honest. Hell, I'm in profit now. Whoop, just let the cat out of the bag. Hey, Bilbo must have bought some freaking puts. Yep, he did. 407s. Let me see here. I just didn't want to be greedy. And they've doubled already. Okay, well, shit. I only bought 2, though, so we're all good. That thing gets into money. Today. I mean, we're talking 10x, 12x probably on that trade. It needs to happen, though. Needs to happen probably before 1. Probably in the next couple hours, to be honest. It needs to happen, or I'll take whatever profit it get me. Yeah, just as I was talking, bumped up another penny. Bump. Let's go. And I'm just waiting, right? First, you got to break Come on. You got to break this daily range. Got to break the daily range. That's the first. And the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace. I mean, it's all right here. So that was, I mean, that's some support. You can see it bounced earlier. Rejected off the 4 hour 68.3. That is actually bottom side of the 4 hour 68.3, I bet. Let me pull this down a little bit. Yep, it is for the 4 hour. Because there's the top side right here. Boom. Top side, bottom side of the first 4 hour candle. All right, 68.3 Laplace. That's inside the daily. Usually you're going to see a little tighter 4 hour range for sure. Resting. So that's what I'm waiting for. See this thing jump down below. And then if we were to get lucky enough for this thing, like in the next hour, just get a flush out. I'm telling you right now that this dollar is going to have to make a run back up at this weekly level right here at 102 for that to happen. It's just not going to drop that far. If the dollar would dollar this week, no way. If anything, it's just going to get trapped up in this daily range. You could get a quick move. You could get a quick move down. And if it busts through the first standard deviation, it could free fall and test this area. And forget, if this were to do this in the next hour or two, man, I am jumping. I'm not only will I be closing those puts right up here somewhere, waiting for that to get down there to look at some calls. Probably then I'm looking at 407s. Right? I'd be looking at the 407s, which if that thing did drop all the way down to about 404, those things would get cheap. Those things would probably get real cheap. Well, right now, Jesus, man. Yeah, they're pricey, obviously. Right? 339, of course. Well, you got the data set up here at what? 440, what's it at right now? 410? Yeah, man. But trust me, these bulls are going to try to keep this thing up here for sure. Right now, I'm rooting for the Bears. Let's go, Bears. Jack this thing up. Let's get to the bottom side. Correlation, no. Let's pop over here. So what is this set up right now? Okay, so here's the Alpha Trading Pearson correlation. All right, you go in here. You can see I've got, so if I got the Bitcoin data set up and I populate the here, you know what? This is what it's going to look like when you populate it the first time. Whoops. I got to erase that. Damn it. Hold on. There. Okay, so we got no correlation, right? Boom, 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 boom. Now, go to indicators. Let's pop up the Pearson correlation. Where are you? You're right down here. There it is. Okay, so when you first populate the correlation, this is what you're going to see. Why? Well, you don't have anything correlated, all right? Don't have anything correlated. Pop that open. What do we want to correlate it with? Dixie. Boom. And what time frame we want? Daily. Let me see something. No. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Is that it? Yes, dollar egg. There, that's what I want. There we go. There we go. Make sure this is all correlation. Look back 5. You know what? We're up here on these high time frames. We're going to slam this on a 10, like so. There we go. So what are you going to see a majority of the time? All right, between the US dollar and Bitcoin, you're going to see this with every asset. A majority of the time, you're going to be negatively correlated. Right? A majority of the time, you're going to be negatively correlating. Very rarely is a risk-on asset going to run with the dollar. And when is it running with the dollar? I can pull it up right now. Guarantee on this move right here, you pull up the dollar. Here, if you don't know how to use TradingView, see this little plus sign? Click on it. You want to add a symbol to this chart. I want Dixie. New price scale. I'm pretty sure that's the way you get a good read. Yep. There we go. Is that it? Is that it? Hold on. Give me a second here. Yeah, there we go. Wait a minute. Yeah, this thing's a pain in the butt sometimes. Let me get this off here. Let's see. Remove. Here, spread this out. Boom, 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 boom. You can see when it's positively correlated, like right here, look at Dixie. Dixie was rising. Dixie was rising, right? So was BTC, positively correlated. I mean, look, they're just following each other. Look at the negative correlation, right? Dixie continued up, Bitcoin was coming down. Right here on the Bitcoin pump, look at Dixie. That's negatively correlated. You have these little spaces in here, right? Make sure, spread this out a little more. And we are, let's go up here on a weekly. Yeah, see, you're gonna, very rarely are you gonna see positive correlation on these macro time frames. More on a weekly. I mean, I'm surprised too. All right, surprised that you see this much correlation. Really am. But Bitcoin, man, Bitcoin's a beast. If there's anything that can say when the dollar's showing strength, there's one asset that can pump with it, and that is Bitcoin. There is no doubt about it. Let me see here. Let's switch this up to, wait a minute. Get rid of this. Remove. Now, I want the data set to actually be SPY. Let's go over here. Traditional. Let's throw the SPY index up with the dollar. Bam. So you can see, you go into Pearson correlation. So now we're working SPY. We're looking at the correlation with Dixie, the strength of the dollar. You can also just go to BTC spot. We'll go to Coinbase. There we go. US dollar. So we got SPY and Bitcoin, right? Usually these risky assets are going to be, well, it's an index, but you're usually going to be positively correlated. Very rarely, but these are those times. These are those times where you can long Bitcoin, short SPY, right? This is why when you realize correlation and say you're down here, actually 15, start on 15 minute. When you're down here, right, and you get these little dips, like right here, right? Bitcoin was pulling back, SPY was going up. Guarantee it. Why? It lost its positive correlation. I mean, these are like intraday trades where but this adds a whole nother realm of probabilities to what you're doing, right? You're just trying to trade one asset, let alone pair trade, especially you're long in one, short in the other. You got to understand. But look at this move right here. 9-minute chart. BTC ran from, or wait, SPY ran from 408 up to about 411. So when SPY was running right here, BTC was dumping. BTC was dumping. How do I know that? Look, let's pull up BTC. It's added. What do we want to do? No, we don't want the CMEs, man. We don't want the CMEs. I actually want Coinbase dollar. There we go. Look, dollar up, BTC down. All right, all the way. That would have been a great trade right there. And this, we're talking a 9-minute time frame. You could have literally long SPY, shorted Bitcoin. 100%. There's little times like this. That's why, like, I like to use on crypto. Let's go over here. Got the BTC dominance, which is up, man. I think it was down around 40% not too long ago. So when I'm looking at BTC dominance, a lot of people try to use that to trade alts. Why not just go straight to the correlation? And so when you see BTC pumping, there's always going to be, usually BTC is going to suck the wind out of the sails of a lot of altcoins. And when BTC is going sideways, people taking profit out of BTC, throwing it into alts, the alts pump. That's when you really know the bulls are back. When you see this happening, right, all that fluctuation, it's a good sign that there's a lot of money coming into the markets. People are starting to really trade it up again. So you can literally find alts that are negatively correlated when Bitcoin is rising. You can short alts, long Bitcoin, but then you can always find those alts that are positively correlated, right? Some of those shit coins that want to run with BTC, you can trade them both to the top side. It's all about correlation. And when you understand the correlation, then you dive even deeper and you start correlating indicators to price action, something that people weren't even thinking about, right? But then all of a sudden, and the way I found this was by mistake. And the guy that did it, it was a mistake. And he didn't even realize it. He published this indicator on TradingView and like screwed up and correlated historical volatility to the data set. And so I came back to him. I was like he knew he did this. He was like, what are you talking about? And if we all knew who I'm talking about, he got pissed. Thought I was like trolling him or something. So I'm just like, no. Hear me out. And look at this. Look what happens to the data set when this is positively correlated. Because you can correlate just plain historical volatility. And when that volatility expands and it's positively correlated, data set rises. When it's negatively correlated, data set falls. And so that's when it all started with the correlation of the indicators. And then just throughout time, I was like, holy shit, we can correlate any non-directional indicator, volatility, entropy, right? The variance, it all can be correlated. And then we have the correlation of the returns oscillator to let you know when divergence plays are really going to happen. So, yep, powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. What time is it? Yeah, we're about to wrap this up. Dollar just continuing to show weakness, but it's almost at this first support or second support level on the weekly, first standard deviation, normal distribution on the daily. The dollar continues to drop like this, we are not going to see this test. The dollar is going to have to show some strength there at some point, even if it's a bounce. Get a bounce back up to the weekly, right? Even the daily range. Possibly you could get SPY down here at least moving towards the first standard deviation. But until then, up in the air, man, up in the air. Let's see here. Anything else I need? Check here. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. RP Hunter, like the name. Beautiful. Yeah, it's not a...
Folks, come get your trial. 2 weeks free trial of these premium indicators you've been watching on the stream. You can check it out. Just open up a request ticket in the request support channel. And just make sure you include your TradingView username so we can hook you up with the indicators. And if you heard the stream earlier, you can hear what one of our fellow alpha traders here just said. It took him about the last 2 weeks to figure some things out, and he's already pulling profitable trades. So it can be done, my friends. Just need to put in the time and effort.
100%, man. 100%. So yeah, on that note, let's wrap this up.
Hey, I was going to ask one more question.
Yeah, roll.
Before you go. This screen right here you're looking at, you were going to set that one up.
Oh, yeah.
Just as a singular.
Damn you, man.
I've been trying to, but I haven't been able to dial it in the way you have it.
Are you talking about just like pulling so you have one asset and the whole chart is it? Go up here.
Yeah.
You see right here where it's select layout? You click on select layout and just hit number 1. Boom. And then I got the dollar up. So if you want to look at SPY, just go ahead and reset it as SPY. And this is what I tell people, because the way I've got it all bunched up, you really don't get to see the true power of this thing, right? Until you really
I want to focus on just one.
Yeah, man. So you can literally just hit that layout and just go to 1. Change it to the asset you want, and then hit save. Boom. Then all you got to do is just hit save. And then you can just go through the assets. It's a little easier when I'm on stream.
Did you already make that screen available?
No, but let me see here.
Is there a way? I mean, I tried to set it up. It just looks ugly.
Let me see. I'm trying to make sure I don't have any freaking, I'm pretty sure these are all the up-to-date published ones. The problem is like I said, we're beta testing some stuff and I don't know which is which, unfortunately. Sure. And I don't want to share like a upgrade.
I just want the basic. I was just looking at the basics.
But this is one that I should be able to freaking share. I mean, look at this fib. Finally, you're dropping below this level too right now. All right. Finally dropping down through this level. Let's see what happens here on SPY. Well, how many minute and a half left on this 15-minute candle, making its way towards this first support level. But let me clean up this chart here. I'm actually going to save it. Do I want to do that and screw that up? No, I don't. So when I do share it, it's going to be in here. All I got to do is reload my chart. Give me a second here. It's going to be the ADA asset one. But then once you download this chart, and save it. You can name it whatever you want, of course.
Sure.
Last chart of the day, it's just going to give me the business. Imagine that. SPY. I was shit talking SPY all morning. It's mad. Come on. Look at this thing giving me the fits. We love you, Trading View. We love you. But we are overpowering the system. This is a hard chart to populate. There's a lot going on here, man. Here it comes. Sure, I mean, you got 8 different assets populating the VRE, the 4-hour and daily distribution ranges, normal distribution and Laplace distribution. So it is going to take a lot. There's no doubt about it. So this is what it'll look like. And then all you got to do once you save the chart is you click up here on the layout and just go to 1. Boom. Select the asset that you want and then hit save chart again. You'll be good to go. Be good to go. Let me clean it up. Make sure I don't have any beta testing indicators on here anywhere. And then just like I put that other chart, right? Hopefully everybody's using that. If you have you have to have the free trial. You got to go into the Discord, open up a support ticket, say you want the free trial for the indicators, and we will hook you up with them. Then scroll up and go down to trading strats and tools, free trial charts. And if you go to free trial charts, I already have one up in there. I've got 2 more. I want to put.
I have that one.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure it's the RML one, right? Yeah. And then I want to do my main trading chart and the VRE of the distribution levels. And so, and I don't have a lot going on today, so probably going to get lucky. I mean, it's cold out, rainy. I'm going to be sitting right here in front of the computer all day. Good Lord.
And obviously no rush. I'm just throwing the what I'm seeing as a need, something I would like to follow.
Yeah, for sure.
Directly. So that's all.
Yep, I'll get it. I will get it up. And let's see if SPY can bounce here. All right, just hit the 1SD. Yep, 100%, man. And all that being said, you guys definitely look in that down there. Like I said, again, trading strats and tools. At some point, there'll be 3 charts. And if you have the free trial and you have your Trading View account, obviously you need it to get the free trial. All you got to do is click on that chart. It's going to pop up on your Trading View, but it's just going to be a copy. You hit copy, it'll reload the chart again, and it'll ask you, do you want to rename the chart? You can name it whatever you want. All right, you can so you can distinguish it between everything else you have in your account. And then every time you got to go in and just load it up. It'll be right in this area, right? Recently used charts, or all you got to do is click load layout. And it'll pull up all the different charts you have set up. And I got a shitload, unfortunately. I better shut that off. There's shit in there I don't want people to see. SPY making its move. Let's go SPY. I'm going to cheerlead this thing. I'm going to make more coffee, and I'm going to get my pom-poms. I'm going to cheerlead this thing down to the 1SD for everybody. Yeah, brothers. And sisters. Anybody new coming into the Alpha Trading Discord, we appreciate you watching, right? We're attempting to save one retail trader at a time, right? Get them away from the traditional way of trading using the traditional TA indicators and move you into the VEPS, volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics. If you're watching live on TradingView, we appreciate you supporting us and TradingView. It's a new streaming platform, right? We're trying to support them. Let's all support them, right? Hit the rocket icon, support Alpha Trading so this gets out to more traders. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, same thing. Give us a thumbs up, right? Spread the news about the VEPS. You'd be surprised. We piss a lot of people off. You guys need to realize there are a lot of people out there in positions up here in these markets that do not want this information out there. Trust me. You would think that a small channel like ours, right, small group of guys, you wouldn't think that they would throw the hammer down on us, but that's, hey, man, this is a revolution in our eyes. We are trying to get retail traders onto the other side of the coin, running with these algos, right? But trust me, if they see that happen, they're going to be changing up their stuff. We're going to be following right along with them because our coders, our developers are very innovative. They love the math, and they're going to continue to push out indicators that have to do with the VEPS. So hang with us. learn. Even if you don't understand, just start watching the streams, get the lingo down, start writing down stuff, start Googling. Now, if you go out on the YouTube or you just start Googling this information, you are not going to find anybody teaching about this. You'll find a definition about z-score, probabilities, things like that. You are not going to find people teaching you how to use this, especially to trade delta. There's people out there teaching options. It'll teach you a little bit about implied volatility rank. Right? We're not talking about that. We got a whole suite of indicators that allow you to trade the volatility, allow you to trade the delta, right? Not just in options, man. You can scalp delta using volatility indicators. And here we go. The dollar's finding a little support here. Hopefully we get that SPY move down to the first standard deviation to the downside. It's right around 407. A test of the new monthly volatility range is down at about 404.5. We're the center of the weekly and the bottom of the overall daily volatility range for SPY is today. So I don't see it dropping below that area today. But yeah, like somebody said in the chat, right? He's looking at those index puts over Easter weekend, just in case. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. But all that being said, wherever you live out on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Alpha Trading.